Hello everybody and welcome back to Purbeck. So in the previous episode we were very busy running this very nice setup with the forager, and yeah, we're bringing in all of the grass chaff. There is still plenty more to do. I'm still working through the big field because that's going to be cultivated up and drilled. We don't need so much grass, but we are continuing to fill this pit. It's going to end up with a lot in it, but it doesn't really look like much because it's such a gigantic pit. This is already 100 and it's basically 134,000 litres, and there's still probably double that to come. So anyway, let's jump into the Jaguar. I do plan on buying this outright as soon as we have the money, but obviously for today we're continuing the rental. I'm keeping the time at times 5 because I want to get all of this done as quickly as possible within the same month. We don't want to be wasting time, and I did leave the header under the tree just over there, so that can be attached and we can crack on with that other section. So I have also decided what I'm going to do with the two fields, because this is actually technically two fields. The division is where that tree is, so everything you see up towards the road down to this tree is one field, and everything past the tree, so past this point, left and right of us, is another field. So we are going to stick with that idea. We're going to put a dividing line in here eventually, and then everything here is going to be cultivated and drilled. We'll probably keep that section there as grass because it's an awkward shape. It's much easier to get in with the forager than it would be with the combine harvester. Okay, so let's back up and let's get started. So I think probably just to begin with I'm going to continue to go around the headland, and then we can after that start to go up and down when we've got plenty of space to turn around. But it is a fairly sizable area. I'm not too sure if it's going to be quite twice the amount than what we already have, but it should still be 100,000 litres, I would like to think. Of course it isn't fertilised, probably it's 50% fertilised, but we are also putting additive in, so that's going to help. Anyway, let's continue. We'll get the first load and then we'll see where we're at. Good timing. There is load number 1 of the day. Just as we get back to here, almost. So I think, yeah, that's given us enough space now to start going up and down. I'll be able to take this header off. And we can now go and tip this into the pit. At the end of the previous episode, I made it all nice and level, so we should be able to reverse all the way to the back again. I don't want to be coming out further forwards because it's just going to spill out the front. Good to get it all stacked up further back. Certainly a rough track. But I do think this is a great setup. Being able to tow this huge trailer with the forager with ease just makes this, in my opinion, a really, really good setup to go for. Just need to save up for it really so we can buy it outright. Okay, right, so this is where it begins. Let's try and reverse. Doesn't really matter where it goes, just as long as it's at the back. Okay, right in the middle, that'll be fine. Of course, driving over it is going to help with the compaction. There it goes. Now we're going to go back to the field for more. I'll probably cut straight down the middle of the field this time. Well, we're on to the final little section. Really hasn't taken that long. And once this is done, we'll get it all put into the pit, we'll compact the pit, get it covered over, and I think it'll be time to bring the cultivator into this field. We will be putting a cover crop in initially because we'll have 50% fertilizer from the grass from being in here, and then, yeah, 50% from the cover crop. Should be how it works out. Anyway, we're not quite at 75%. We should easily get everything in. Takes a while to get from 3/4 full to totally full. So this is it. Just this tiny bit. And we're done. So I guess I could actually return the header from here. We had it for 0.8 hours, so we want to get rid of the forager as well as quickly as possible because, oh dear, I was going to say we're going to also hit an hour, but it looks like we already have done. When did the money, was that the money going just then, or was that me returning the header? Oh, anyway, no, it's on 1.1 hours, so yeah, it's already paid for. But it shouldn't have been too much, because it was only... This is only a low-cost machine, it's not new. Oh, bouncy, bouncy. If I continue like that, we'll lose our deposit. But I do believe that we have added more than 100,000 litres to the pit today, probably 120,000. We'll compact this most likely with the wheel loader. That wheel loader is going to have a mammoth job clearing all this out eventually. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of levelling. Don't want too many mountains. And we're still left with 58% of the additive, and I don't think we even had a full load. Still 47 litres. It goes a long way. Okay, that's finally emptied. Yeah, so I think we should just return it and return that trailer, leaving just the wheel loader, which is on rental, on hire. So I'll now get this done. We should actually already have a total. What is our grand total? Grand total is 231,000 litres. Very good. Very good indeed. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of levelling because we've got to remove these peaks. Thankfully the buck rake makes that nice and easy. And the wheels will compact it down. So in a second it should look a much neater pit. Well, I'm not going to keep going once it hits 100%. You can make it much smoother if you do just keep going, but I'm not too worried about that. It just needs to be 100% compacted. Okay, that's 98%. Once more over here. be 100. There we go. Right. So that is going to be a good load of silage. We actually haven't even used up or sold the rest of the silage on the other side. We have silage coming out of our ears. And that has started the fermentation process. Yep, we've still got this left. 34, almost 35,000 litres. So, yeah, this tractor here is going to be the best one to go for. My cultivator is still on that sort of pad up here. Just want to get it all cultivated up so it's ready for drilling the cover crop. I don't think there's a huge rush to then cultivate in the cover crop because we won't really be able to drill again until autumn time, September sort of time, and the cover crop will probably be ready in June, so it's just going to be waiting that field for it to be the right time again for drilling, ready for next year. It's been a little while since I've used this cultivator. I think it's quite big, but then again, it's not going to be that fast. So this may take a while. Actually, I won't go through there. I will go on the road. I'll stay on the road because we do have a double gate, which will be much easier to get through. But all this on the right can stay as grass. That'll regrow. And that's looking much better. Look at that. With the grass around the poles. Got a corn growing. Looking good. Was it corn or is it... No, sunflowers. Was it? What was this? Oh no, that was our sugar beet, wasn't it? Yes, our sugar beet. We got there in the end. So many different crops to keep track of. Although, I say that, that's a bit of a contradiction. I still can't wait for more crops. There's still, in my opinion, not enough crops in the game. I just need to do a better job of keeping track of them. Of what I actually have in each field. Yeah, it's not massive. Come on, gate. Where do I pull it? There we go. Yeah, so it is a big area. This it's a very big area. As I said, we should already have 50% fertilizer, as it was grass initially. Let me just confirm this. Keep the tractor moving. Yes, 50% fertilizer. So that's good. So the cover crop will indeed bring it to 100%, which means we don't even need any slurry or digestate for this field. I should really start to use the cover crop system in the Survivor Challenge multiplayer. Because as we know, fertilizer is not cheap. It's going to really help. Because seed is cheap, and it also hardly uses any seed at all to put in the green manure, which is oilseed radish. It's almost free. It's such a negligible amount. It's enough. It's low enough, I would say, to call it free fertilizer. Yeah, this is big though. This is going to take a while. We'll just plot out the boundaries first of all. I've just realised I don't think I need to be doing this. I'm pretty sure a direct drill will do this, because this is not like no man's land. This grass is actually field grass. I might have gone over the borders though, so it is probably a good thing that I've just done that. But I think anymore it's unnecessary. So yeah, we'll drill that next time. For now though, because what I was going to do was stick that on a worker. But as we're ahead of the game, because I'm pretty sure a direct drill will work, we can do the feed mix, because I needed to do a feed mix in the previous episode. The cows are running low. But I think that would have just been a total waste of diesel. Which means we probably don't need this cultivator. I won't get rid of it yet though, just in case I discover next time that we in fact do need it, but no, I'm pretty sure we don't. Great demand at the straw and hay sell point. Well, I don't think we have anything to sell really. not at the moment. So I need to get that feed mixer attached. It might already be attached. No, it isn't. Just pop that there. I will put this tractor onto it. And we'll get it mixed. So they probably will take certainly a full one, maybe two. I'll give myself a bit of space. We'll go up onto this grass verge. Engage the PTO. And I do believe, yes, this tractor is already in here. So that is the straw bale that we've been using to pad it all out. So we'll keep that to one side. That's probably almost the right amount, but potentially too much. We need to make some hay actually. That is a crucial job, but we need to bring the hay which we already have across from this shed. We should have some over here. Yes, we do. But only really enough for today. We don't really have enough for another mixture, so I think, yeah, next time we're going to have to really focus on making hay, and that would be in the other fields, not these fields. The ones over the far side. Oh, crikey. I've got myself into a sticky situation. I think actually we should probably use more silage than hay this time around, just because we are running low. But it is certainly a full hay bale. I'm not too sure if 2 silage bales is going to be too much. It might be. What I don't want to do is have no padding out. I would like to pad it out a bit with straw, because that makes it a lot cheaper. But certainly only the one hay bale. We do need plenty more to be brought in. Oh yeah, they're so heavy, aren't they? Keep forgetting. So heavy. One at a time. Just one bale. And then we can go and pick up 5 hay bales at a time. Go in there, you great lump. In you go. Come on, you're heavy. Number 2. And then, yeah, we'll just check and see if there is actually any space left for any straw. I could put straw in first. If this ends up being enough to fill it, next time I'll put straw in first. But it's looking promising that there will still be space to pad it out. Hopefully we can do it to the top now with straw. Yep, that's left us with 13%. Which should be pretty perfect. Right. Although I don't think it will take all of this, but I can probably still put it all in, because it will get split over the next load, potentially. It's a little risky, but I'm willing to take the risk. Let's see. Still 97%, so it isn't actually full, it's taking it all. It can take more straw, so I will do. There we go, it's better. So now it's full, it's still a very good mixture. Obviously, a lot more silage than straw. It's exactly a third hay. I usually want to have a lot more hay than silage, just because of the resale price. You can sell the silage bales for way more than the hay bales. If you don't really care about selling though, I guess it doesn't even matter. But I do like to pad it out quite a lot with straw. Here we are, cows. Enjoy. They did already have some, because we had some left in the mixer in the previous episode. But this is still needed. And there'll be plenty of space left, I imagine, for more. Oh, no! Wow! That's full! But there will be a requirement for water. I still can't decide if I should do straw, because people were saying if you give them straw for bedding, you can then take the straw, the manure, solid manure, to the BGA, which is a nice idea. Oh no, that's muddy, isn't it? Oh no. Whoops. Whoops. Oh no. Come on, cows. Get pulling. Oh, that's really got me stuck. Oh wow, I suddenly launched. I must have hit a solid spot. Still trying to get around the corner. Excuse me, cow. Excuse me, cow. Just slipping and sliding dangerously here. I'm not actually caught, I don't think. It is just mud. Ugh. Look at that flying. Oh dear. That's really flying. Oh, good grief. Oh, wow. It's covering the cab and everything. I know there is a solid bit in there. Come on. Where is it? I know. That'll work, yes. It's a good old trick. Detach and reattach. Gets things moving. So, yeah, we've still got 10% for another top up. Next time. So I guess we will just do the water. So that bale is going to be left hanging, sadly. I could start the next mixture. But water is essential. I'll probably take a good load of this. So pleased that we do have the money though to upgrade the water tanker, because before it was taking forever to do all that carting. And thank you for the suggestions as well for the milk tanker, the mod. I have taken note and we'll buy it as soon as we're ready to sell a good load of milk. I will do another feed mixture. Our time-lapse doing it, and then it's just ready for the next month. Oh yeah, we've got all that really tall canola. It's all in flour. Oh yeah, and also, I keep remembering things. Quite a few people saying, oh, how have you made your map look so bright? How does your Purbeck look so bright? And then some other people were saying, oh, maybe it's increased the brightness or exposure in video editing. And I haven't. This is just as it came. So if anybody else is experiencing darkness, a dark map, then unfortunately I don't know why you are, because this is just how it came for me. So maybe you're not on the latest version. Try updating if you can do. But yeah, this is just the brightness it was for me when I started playing. Sorry I couldn't be more help, but yeah, just telling you that I'm not increasing the brightness or anything in editing. This is exactly what I'm seeing, the brightness that you're seeing. Not ideal that we're driving through the crop, but anyway. Let's get this back to the cows and then we'll do that last mixture. Should be really topping up the slurry now. There should be a fair amount in that pit. Take a look in a minute, because that's going to be really handy for the next, well, for the grass fields. When we've cut the grass fields, they're going to need slurry or digest it. We should get it all taken to the BGA. Let's just see how much digestate the BGA does have now. It should have been building up. Oh, let's deactivate. Not a massive amount, 5,400 litres. That's going to change dramatically when we start delivering silage to there. And that's also full. So we're certainly keeping on top of things. Right, so, slurry. Oh, only 6,980. Okay. We do need a lot. We might find that we can't sell the slurry during peak times. We will need it for the grass fields. But I would like to sell it and then actually get the digestate for the fields. So, yep, here we go. Let's get mixing. There we go. 22,000 litres of some lovely total mix ration. So yeah, we must get that mower on the back ready for next time, so we can just go straight off into that field whilst the worker does the drilling, hopefully, in the other field. So there we go. That's great. The other drill is just over here, and it should be fine. I think it's also ready to go. We've got seed bags. Yep, so that's great. So that can just be attached, and hopefully, without any problems, the worker can just do it. So in case you're wondering why it was Purbeck today instead of Court Farm, it's just because I have been super busy and I was ready to go with this, so it's no planning. Court Farm, I need to plan what I'm doing next because I've just done the drill. No, I haven't. I've just done the cultivating in that new field. Then I know I need to drill, but then I don't know what I'm doing after that. So anyway, I was ready to go with this. So yeah, Court Farm will be on Monday now instead, but that's just for this week only. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.